Hello everyone, Chris Lashava with RE/MAX Heritage Professionals, and we are here beginning of July, and that means our stats are available through the end of May 2024. And so here's our June market update. This is for Winter Haven, Florida. So in Winter Haven, we had 96 closed sales in May 2024. That's compared to 83 in May 2023. So we actually saw an increase in closed sales of 15.7%. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales, we saw 22.9% of all sales were cash sales compared to 21.7% a year ago, an increase of 5.5%. Median sales price. Median sales price in Winter Haven was $299,900. That's compared to $305,000 a year ago, a decrease of 1.7%. So we did see a slight decrease in the median sales price in Polk County, or in City of Winter Haven. Sorry. The average sales price is $333,106 compared to $302,905, an increase of 10%. But of course, you know that average sales price can be more impacted by outliers, and so that accounts for the difference there. Median percent of original list price, sellers received 95.7% of original list price. That's compared to 97.8% a year ago. That's a decrease of 2.1%. Median time to contract, so how long did it take to go under contract? It took 31 days compared to 31 days a year ago, so it's exactly the same. The median time to sale is 72 days compared to 74 days a year ago, a decrease of 2.7%. New pending sales are 92 new pending sales compared to 86 a year ago, an increase of 7%. New listings, 138 new listings in Winter Haven compared to 103 a year ago, an increase of 34%. Pending inventory, 126 pending compared to 128 a year ago, a decrease of 1.6%. Active inventory, 401 homes active in Winter Haven currently compared to 225 a year ago, an increase of 78.2%. And then month supply of inventory, we're at 5.2 months supply of inventory compared to 3 months a year ago, an increase of 73.3%. And 6 months is a balanced market, so we're very close to a balanced market after many years having been in a seller's market. Tune in as we talk a little bit about what all these numbers mean and what we see coming ahead in the housing market for the rest of the year. So the good news in the market is we certainly saw closed sales increase, so activity picked up over last year. The prices haven't changed a whole lot, went down a little bit in terms of the median, but I wouldn't say it was anything significant. And then what we're really seeing is an increase in inventory, and part of that is because homes are taking longer to sell, but we are seeing more people being willing to list their properties now. And so as we see that inventory increase, if interest rates stay where they are, we're going to find ourselves in a buyer's market pretty soon. But if interest rates drop, and there's some indication that they might in September, then we're likely to see home prices increase, and we're likely to see inventory start to decrease because there'll be more buyers in the market. Really, what is driving the market the most right now is interest rates. And so, in terms of trying to time the market, it's really about watching what interest rates are doing, because that's going to determine whether we enter a buyer's market in the next several months or we stay in a borderline seller's balance market for the next several months. And so that's really worth paying attention to. While there are a lot more inventory in terms of your resale homes, we're also seeing an increase in new construction in the area. There's been a lot of media attention paid to Polk County lately with all the growth that's happening. Because of that, builders are building a lot of homes in the area, and so we are seeing a lot of new home communities coming up. What that means is those builders are trying to attract you as the buyer to those properties, and to do so, they're offering all kinds of incentives. I'm seeing all closing costs being paid by the builder if you use their lender. I am seeing interest rate buy downs to 4.99 or 5.5%, which is a really good interest rate compared to what you're seeing now. And that's not just a 3-year buy down or a 2-year buy down, that's for the life of the mortgage. So that's a 30-year buy down basically. And so that's a really good opportunity for you if you are a home buyer out there. I really encourage you to consider new construction. The purchase process is a little different than a resale, and you need an agent who knows how to navigate new construction. But it's definitely worth a consideration. You know, if you're going out to look at homes, go ahead and look at resales, but go ahead and look and see what you can find in the new home market as well. You might surprise yourself, and you're going to save money on interest, interest, but you're going to save money on your homeowner's insurance. You're not going to hopefully have a lot of repairs for a while, and so there's some real advantages, even if you have to pay a little more for the home up front, although that's not necessarily the case these days. Builders are dropping prices and really trying to get buyers in the door. You know, again, what really is going to drive what happens in the market over the next several months is going to be what happens with interest rates. There's buyers who want to buy a home out there, and a lot of them are just sitting and waiting to see what interest rates do. They don't want to pay over 7%. I think they're looking to pay in the 5s or 6s, low 6s. And so if interest rates start to drop to that level, you're going to see a lot of buyers flood the market, and that's really going to have an impact on our inventory and our home prices. As always, if you have specific questions about your area, I can narrow this down to zip codes. I'm just trying to cover the most people I can, and where I do the most business, but I do cover all of Central Florida, so if there's an area you want me to focus on, just let me know and I can run the numbers for you. If I can help you in Central Florida buy or sell a home, or just get an idea of what your home is worth in this market, please reach out. I'd love to help you. And as one of my past clients indicated in a review they sent me, you can't miss with Chris. So I hope you'll reach out. I'd love to help you. Have a great day, everybody.